It is now time for NHL Playoff Predictions. And we have the Boston Bruins and the Carolina Hurricanes. In this series, I'm not too sure. But overall, looking at the goaltending and the players, I'm going to go with the Carolina Hurricanes. And we have the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm going to go with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Because with that, I believe that Lightning are still a really good team. I just think in the main scheme of things that the Maple Leafs are a lot hungrier than they've been the last couple of years. They're not healthy and everything. That's why I'm going with Toronto. We get the Blues and the Wild. I'm going to go with the Blues. I just feel like the Blues have a better goaltending situation with Bennington, and I know the Wild have Fleury, but I just think the Blues have more of a handle on it with not just goaltending, but also the players they have. Wild's still a good team, but just not there yet. They're not just a real serious contender right now. Maybe a couple years, get some more players, try to trade free agency, something like that. Then it might be a real contender, but not quite yet. I don't see it being that quite yet. The Kings and the Oilers. I feel like the Kings have a chance, and so the Oilers. Yeah. So we got McDavid on the Oilers. You got Kopitar on the Kings. So you got two good players on their respective teams. I think mainly it's going to come down to goaltending in this matchup. But offensively, they're kind of even, I would say. But if I want to be honest, the Oilers were really good this year, and the Kings weren't as good. They're kind of spotty. Like, every team is spotty at times, but in this situation, I'm going to go with the Oilers. I'm not a fan of the Oilers, but I think they have enough. I think they have the more power than the Kings do right now. We have the Penguins and the Rangers. Now, with this, it's also come down to goaltending. If Jerry can hold up his side of the bargain and the Rangers goalie can hold up his side of it. Both teams have offensive power, but the Penguins seem to have more of it. And the Penguins and Rangers this year, from what I've seen, is that they will lose games on their own, but they'll also win games on their own. But the point is, whose offense can figure out the other team's goaltender. As much as it pains me to say this, even though I think the Rangers have better goaltending, I think the Penguins' offense is a little bit more explosive, and they'll be able to figure out the goaltender. So, as much as it pains me, I say Penguins. Capitals and Panthers. Right now, Ovechkin's out for, I don't know what the timetable was, I didn't look at it, but he's out. If he's out for long term, the Capitals are going to have a tough time. Even with him in there, the Capitals are going to have a tough time. So, look at the goaltending. look at the players. Panthers are the President's Trophy winners this year. They had the best record out of all the NHL. So, easy to say, Panthers. Now, the Predators and the Avalanche. Predators, just like the Wild, not quite there yet. Good team. Not quite there. The Avalanche, very good team, very explosive from where I can tell. Good goaltending. McKinnon, all I gotta say. Got a lot of good players in that team that can just take control and go for it. So I'm going with the Avalanche. And last one is with the Flames and the Stars. This one's a little hard to figure out. The Flames, I don't think they're quite there. Stars, I don't think they're quite there. So between those two, I think the team that's more hungry is the Flames. So I'm going with the Flames. Okay, so now that being said, we got the Hurricanes, the Maple Leafs, the Wild, the Oilers, the Penguins, the Panthers, the Avalanche, and the Flames. Coming out of the East, throughout, I think that the Penguins will lose to whoever they play. And I think the Panthers will beat whoever they play. And when it comes down to it, I think the Panthers are going to come out of the East with making the Stanley Cup. In the West, I believe that the Blues will beat whoever they're playing, and the Avalanche can overtake whoever they're playing, and Avalanche goes to the Stanley Cup, and there'll be Avalanche versus Panthers. And this is where it gets interesting. You got the Panthers, you got the Avalanche. You got goaltending on both sides. You got defense, you got offense. This is a series here that I believe will go 6 to 7 games at least. More likely, I would say 7 because both teams are really good. I believe it won't be high scoring whatsoever. Maybe they might get maybe 5 goals at most in a game. They might average maybe 2-3 goals. Maybe average 2-3 goals a game on average, but 5 goals maybe at the most. So, I mean, you're looking at like 5-3, 5-4, 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-2, 3-1. You're looking at those kind of scores for these two teams going against each other because of how good the goaltending is and how good the players are. So, this is going to come down to just not goaltending, not defense, not offense. It's going to come down to all around. It's going to involve in goaltending, defense, offense. The penalty kill is going to be huge, and the power play is going to be huge for both these teams. I don't know how good their penalty kill is. I don't know how good the power play is, but they have the players to do it. They have the players that are probably some of the best players in the league. I mean, yeah, there are other teams out there that have really some pretty damn good players, but these two have some pretty damn good players too. So, I'm looking at it as a Game 6, Game 7, and I think I'm going to go with your Stanley Cup champions 2022, the Florida Panthers. I think they have enough to do it and surprise a lot of people. So those are my predictions. It might have done the best at getting it all figured out, but those are my predictions. So, let's leave a like, comment your favorite team in the playoffs or not, and subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.